للمتقين والجنة للمواهدين والصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه وخاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيد الأولين والآخرين شفيع المذنبين رحمة للعالمين أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد وهو أصدق القائلين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون صلوات Moses Samin, my dear brothers and sisters in Iman, Assalamu alaikum. The ayah Mubarakah which I have the honor to recite is saying that those who believe in Allah and say our Rabb is Allah, and then they remain steadfast on it, they remain firm on it, on their belief. So what happens? تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ Allah sends the angels upon them. It is such a great honor to be a believer and a firm believer. And then what happens? Upon those sincere and firm, those adherent of faith, Allah sent angels upon them. Allah takhafu wa la tahzanu. Don't have any fear. Don't have any grief. Don't have any huzn or malal. Keep doing right thing. It is a part of the life that we will have ups and downs. We will have sometime success from worldly point of view, and sometimes we end up losing and even giving our life in the battlefield. But in both ways, we are the winner. Whether we lose or we gain, when we do things for the sake of Allah, then we are always, Allah give us reward. Just like you have made a irada that you will go for Hajj, you will go for Ziyarah, and then something happened, you cannot go there because of financial losses, sickness, death, you cannot go there. But Allah will give you reward of as you have performed those ziyarah and those Hajj. So Allah never, so is it assurance. Short time people say, oh dekho, unhone gaye the, irada kiya tha, wo nahi ja sake. But it is not in Allah's way. He always, when a mu'min make irada for doing good things, Allah always gives the reward. Allah takhafu, don't have any fear of anyone, only fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only fear your own guna, otherwise just take the fear out of you. And once insan become a fearless and he only fear Allah, then he becomes the strongest person on the face of the earth. People will fear him because of his steadfastness, because of his rightness, because he knows he will not take side of anybody else. People will come to you for help, for consultation, for counseling, because they will believe in you. Because you don't have any fear of powerful and you do not take the sides, the fear is out of your vocabulary and out of your kirdar and guftar. So those people who are fearless and only fear, I'm sorry, let me calm it down. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. When we don't expect the call, they start coming. And because normally I don't expect the call and no people call me, so I normally don't turn it off. So anyhow, the fearlessness is a great virtue and only comes with the support of Allah. Otherwise, we hesitate, we will have a loss, we don't move forward. Something will happen, we don't move forward. Fear is a major hindrance in our progress. So once insan becomes fearless and he only fear Allah and he does right thing, then he will make a tremendous progress, and he will live a life of peace and tranquility. Because it is the fear which makes us to lose our sleep. It is the fear which makes us anxious. So when Allah says that تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ and saying, Allah takhafu, don't have any fear. وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا, and don't have any fear on your losses or some setback in the life. It is a part of the life. Allah tries us with good and with bad, sometimes by giving us too much, sometimes by restraining it in His wisdom. So don't have huzn malal ke I gave this much and I lost it, and I did this for him, he lost it. No. When you do something for Allah, leave the things upon Him and pray for the better for the individual whom you are helping. So always, if these two factors are gone from the human life, the fear and the huzn malal, then he will become an exceptional person. He will become Allah tahazanu. It is angels who are descending by the permission of Allah upon an individual who really is a firm in belief and who follow the command of Allah and who stay away from shaitanic temptation. Allah tahazanu tatanazzalu alayhimul malaika. The angels descend upon those mu'mineen. Not only they descend upon Anbiya and Mursaleen and Amma Tahareen, but Allah also make them come to the believers who are firm in their belief. And what they do? They say, Allah takhafu wa la tahzanu. They make the believer firm because they don't have any fear of anything. Allah says, don't fear anything, only fear your own guna, only fear your own mistake. Then everything Allah will take care of it. And if you made mistake, ask astaghfar. Allah has asked us that we sometime human being, we will make mistake. Allah asks us to do astaghfar. And then third thing was say, وَأَبْشِرُوا بِالْجَنَّةِ الَّتِي كُنْتُمْ تُوَعَدُونَ. These angels who descend upon the mu'mineen, they tell them, they give the good tidings of Jannah, that Allah has, this Jannah which Allah has promised, it is for you. Many times, the most difficult time for a human being in the life is the waqt-e-ihtizar, when he is passing away from this life. It is one of the most difficult time in any human being. He is seeing that he is leaving this life. He is leaving all things which are dear to him. He is leaving all his children which were so close to him. He sacrifices most of the things for his family, his children, to gain that mal. He is leaving that property. He is leaving everything. And he is facing the next life. And he is facing the angels. There are two kinds of angels who will face the human being at the time of death. The angels who will give the bashara. وَأَبْشِرُوا بِالْجَنَّةِ الَّتِي كُنْتُمْ. Look, these are the jannat you will see. They will show them where they will be maqam at the time of the ihtizar, at the time of the death. So the fear of the individual, that restlessness, extreme anxiety, that everybody is living in. your children, your family, your dunya, everything now you are, for which you were so much attached, you are leaving them, and so these angels will show him his maqam in the Jannah. The second type of angels are those who come with punishment to the individual who have done wrong things, who were not that strong in their faith, who were those who were missing their responsibility. So those kind of individuals who die without astaghfar, Allah says in Kalam Pak that they will be punished at the time of their death. The angels will be beating them up on their face, on their back, and with the gourds on their head, and they will be screaming, although we cannot hear their screaming. So, best time of tranquility and peace for the believer upon whom the angels are descending is the time of death. They go peacefully. Yes, we are leaving this world, but we have left a descendant who are noble. I have trained them. I have leave a family who is Momna. So they will go very happily leave this world, and they will be looking forward to join them soon in the hereafter. So, تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. And what the Malaika is saying? نَحْنُ أَوْلِيَاؤُكُمْ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. We are your guardian. We are your guardian in this life and in the life to come. So angel will tell those mu'mineen upon whom descend, उनको अल्हाम करते हैं, उनको नेकी के तौफीक दिलाते हैं, उनको अगर वो कोई किसी गलत तरफ जा रहे हैं उनको इल्हाम से उनको बचा लेते हैं, क्योंकि वो एंजल्स उतरते हैं. And the riwayat says one of the time when the angels were descending upon the strongest faithful was in Karbala, when they were facing the extreme fear, extreme atrocities, extreme, nobody in the human race has feared those kind of musibah, but these individuals were strong, and they were so strong that one of them was heavy upon thousands of the Yazidi force. When they used to go and fight, they will fight with full determination, although they were thirsty, 3 days thirst, 3 days hunger. Physically, they were not that strong, but with their faith, they were defeating the army. Each one of them has killed many, many of them in that situation. And they were doing very happily, because Imam Hussain alayhi salam also has shown them their maqam in Jannah. So they were waiting to get the ijazah from Imam and go to fight with them, and that after that moment, they will be in heaven forever. So the angels descend upon the mu'mineen, they give you taqwiyat. So our job is to become firm in faith, to become firm in faith, abide the command of Allah, and avoid the guna, nafarmani khuda. So inshallah, angel will also depend upon us and guide us towards the doing right thing, and avoid us from pitfalls which can cause us problem. And then Allah says, Nahnu awliyaukum fil hayati dunya wa fil akhirah wa lakum fiha ma tashtahi anfusakum. Jannat is such a thing where you will receive those things which you intensely like. वलकुम फीहा मा तश्तही, जिसका आपका your desire, intense desire, I want to have this, I want to, Allah आपको वो ही देगा जो कुछ भी आप चाहें. वलकुम फीहा मा तदऊन, और ऐसी millions of things होंगी, there will be millions of things which we have never seen in this life. So whatever then you will ask, وما لكم فيها ما تدعون, whatever you will call for, it will be instantly given to you. It is a place we should look for and pray for, that Allah please give us that, with your blessing, with your rahmat, the place in heaven, and make us the individual upon whom angel descend, mu'mineen to angel descend karte, tatanazzalu malaimul malaika, saying that we are your guardian in this life and life to come. So it is a assurance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that not only He is our Rabb, He is protecting us, He is guiding us, but His angels also being descended upon the mukhlis and strong mu'min, and they are really, because they start seeing things with the eyes of Allah. It is a riwayat, it is a hadith Rasul, fear mu'min, because he sees with the eyes of Allah. Fear mu'min, don't just, and they, actually people fear the mu'min. A person who's fearless and a person who's practical mu'min, वो जब देखता है ना तो वो he can make distinguish between right and wrong. He can decide in a split second what needs to be done. So Allah says, fear mu'min because he sees with the eye of Allah. So they become, this is a blessing of Allah, this is a rahmat of Allah that He has provided to the mu'min and believer, that right in this world, the angels come and guide us. And you might have seen in your own life the ilham-e-ilahi. The ideas come to your mind and they are Rahmani ideas. And then you made correction and you come to the right way instead of the wrong way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those strong faithful who say, Qalu Rabbuna Allah summa istaqamu. Then we don't look here and there, we remain steadfast in our belief in Allah, in the day of judgment, in A'immat Ahirin, in Anbiya al-Mursaleen, that these are our faith and we believe in them and will follow only and only command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not any other person. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wal-Asr, inna al-insana lafi khusr, illa allazina amanu wa amilu salihat, wa tawasaw bil-haqq wa tawasaw bis-sabr. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillahillazi la ilaha illa huwal halimul kareem. Ghafiriz zambi wa qabilit tawbi wa huwal ghafurur rahim. Subhana man sabaqat rahmatuhu wa zaba wa basatal yadaini bir-rahmah. سبحان من لم يكلف نفسا إلا دون وسعها وعفى عن السيئات ولم يجار بها سبحان من لا يزداد على معاصي العباد إلا كرما وجودا وعلى كثرة الذنوب إلا عفوا وصفا نشهد أن لا إله إلا هو الأتوف على العباد بجوده والأواد على المذنبين بحلمه ونشهد أن محمدا نبيه وحبيبه سيد المرسلين وشفيع المذنبين بعثه رحمة للعالمين صلى الله عليه وآله الداعين إلى سبيل الله بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة قادة الأمم وأولياء النعم ومعدن الرحمة أوصيكم عباد الله بالتوبة عما سلف من ذنوبكم والإنابة عن الأوزار التي أثقلت ظهوركم فإنه تعالى كريم بكم رؤوف عليكم يقبل اليسير ويعفو عن الكثير قال الله تعالى وقوله الحق توبوا إلى الله توبة نصوحا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيد المرسلين وشفيع المذنبين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وعلى إمام المسلمين أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله عليه وآله وعلى سيدة النساء العالمين وبذة خاتم النبيين سيدتنا فاطمة بنت رسول الله सलवातुल्लाहि अलैहा वअला अल-हसन al-मुज्तबा वल-हुसैन अश-शहीद बिकरबला वअली इब्न हुसैन व मुहम्मद इब्न अली व जाफ़र इब्न मुहम्मद व मूसा इब्न जाफ़र व अली इब्न मूसा व मुहम्मद इब्न अली व अली इब्न मुहम्मद वल हसन इब्न अली अलैहिमुस्सलातु वस्सलाम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मौलाना साहिबिज़ ज़मान अल्लाहुम्मा अज्जिल फ़रजहुम वस्हिल मख़रजहुम वकुल नज़रना बिनज़रतिन मिन्ना इलैहि वजअलना मिनल मुस्तशहीदीना बैना यदैहि वतफ़ज़्ज़ल अला उमराइनल मोमिनीन बिमज़ीदित तौफ़ीक़ात वज़ियादतिल इक़बाल वअलूव्विद दरजात। अल्लाहुम्मा फ़अल बिना मा अंत अहलुहु वला तफ़अल बिना मा नहनु अहलुहु बिजाहि मुहम्मदिन व आलिहिल मासूमीन सलवातुल्लाहि अलैहिम अजमईन। अल्लाहुम्मा इजअलना मिम्मन यज़कुरु फ़तनफ़अहु ज़िक्रा इन्नल्लाहा यअमुरु बिल अदलि वल इहसान व ईताइ ज़िल क़ुरबा व यन्हा अनिल फ़हशाइ वल मुनकर वयबग़ी यअज़ुकुम लअल्लकुम तज़क्करून। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि